Do you want to know something which makes me incredibly sad? It's when I speak to men and they talk about women with serious contempt. Now often they may be men who are divorced, simply men feeling heartbroken, rejected, refused, disregarded even. And even though they may say, Alex, forget about women. We don't need a woman. We're better off without women. We've heard it before. And so even though they say this, it's not actually so much about women. You see, to us men, women are a reflection of our own hearts. And so what they're really saying is that they have started to reject their own hearts. And they've turned their back on love and given up on love entirely. Because when they go into their hearts, they have started to perceive it as a place of suffering. They've associated with it weakness. And you may know yourself if you've ever experienced a time in your life where you was heartbroken and where it seemed as if someone tore out your heart and seen it as something insignificant. It hits deep. The rejection is unbearable, and nobody wants to go through that. Not again. But now at this point, what these men are saying, or what you may be saying is, I'm gonna stay here by myself, alone, and don't let anyone in again. Maybe allow a quick fling here or there to pass the time, but no real engagement of my heart. No reason to put any hope in love again, no commitments. I'm gonna hide here, behind my walls, where it's safe, because I'm too scared of being made to feel that way again. Too scared to face my own turbulent emotions. Too scared of taking risk. Because if I do, and I let someone in, and I fall for them, and then I'm left heartbroken and rejected, who's going to be there for me, and who's going to care? Because nobody cares about men, right? It's tough, I know. What's tougher than dealing with these difficult, painful emotions of the heart, like rejection and heartbreak? It's easy to go through physical suffering, because at least if you break a bone, others can see and empathize. But when you're dealing with these internal emotions, nobody else can see or understand that you're suffering. And so we start to feel so alone and isolated in them. And we start to say, I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to feel anymore. Not if feeling feels like this. Inescapable. An inescapable churning of the stomach. Drowning in the seas of inner turmoil. Free falling through nausea. I feel you, man. And often as men, we pride ourselves in being strong and courageous. Often finding it easier to volunteer for war, face physical destruction, than to go into our own hearts and be raw and vulnerable with them. The external struggle is familiar and fleeting, but the internal struggle is like facing the unknown. We don't know how to sail those waters because we've never been taught how. And the world can be so unforgiving to our vulnerable hearts because we're taught that we don't have vulnerable hearts, that we're not allowed vulnerable hearts, which is an absolute lie. We as men often feel confused and unable in handling our own emotions. So in this lack of knowing and lack of control, we go into fear. And we fear that these feelings may destroy us. And so before it destroys us, we try to destroy it. So we push it all down and suffocate it. We push it down to the depths where it cannot be seen, it cannot be heard, and it cannot be felt. And so we can pretend that it's not there. And so we can hide in our numbness. This is what we do to our own hearts. And this is why you speak about women with contempt. Because she is an avenue for you to feel your own heart again, your feelings again. But you're too afraid to go there. So you push her away like you push your own feelings away. And trying to destroy your own feelings, you're attacking your own heart. And in doing so, you're suffocating and killing the life that is within you, leaving you numb and dead inside. To run from your own feelings is to run from your own heart and all that it has to offer. Your strength, your passion, your joy, your wonder, your true chances of happiness. To be courageous enough to seek your happiness, you have to be courageous enough to risk disappointment. And to be loved and to be needed, you have to be courageous enough to be vulnerable and risk rejection. To feel the highs, you have to be willing to feel the lows. And to know that it's all part of the package, and to know that it's all worth it. All of it is worth it, but are you courageous enough? Are you courageous enough? Because what about feeling love again? Love makes life worth living, my friend. You as a man, your feelings, your emotions, and your love above all is what separates you from the machines, from AI. See, you're not an emotionless object made to fulfill mundane tasks, algorithms, just to simply exist, fulfill a role and then retire. You're not a machine. You're a living, breathing man with a heart in your chest filled with life. But you now must be willing to pick yourself up from the pits of apathy and find the life in your chest. Find the heart in your chest. Your love is what wills and fuels your purpose. Your love is not simply about your romance, but it's in your every act of kindness. It's in your entire way of being with your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones. It's your service to the world. You may even have a partner, but have been reduced to simply being a partner and not a lover, because you have become too numb to be a lover. And those around you are waiting on you and are counting on you for you to open up your heart again, to open up and have life return to you again, so that you can be present and bring life again. You are a man and bring life to this world. And the world will know peace when the men of this world are at peace with their own hearts again. Because how can men do what they do if they feel everything that they do and have emotional presence with their actions again? Art is a language of the heart. From one heart to another heart. It's a language of life. So in order to understand the language of life again, you must be willing to open up your heart again, to feel again, and be animated by passion again. See, sometimes we think the bravest thing to do and the toughest thing to do is to shut it all out and shut everyone out and do it all by ourselves. Whereas truly the bravest thing to do is to embrace it all and to let others in too. And vulnerability is the bravest thing of all. I believe in every single one of you. I know people and I see people and I understand people well. And what I see in every single one is an immense capacity beyond their own comprehension. A capacity to love and to create, to build and make wonders happen. All of that is within you. You have it already. And it's within your hearts. So do not give up on your hearts and believe in yourself. And believe in your dreams too, because all of your dreams stem from your heart. So do not cut your dreams off and believe in your dreams again and dream again. And above all, believe in yourself. You are a beautiful force of nature. So have the audacity to believe in yourself again. Believe in yourselves.